High rarity draft. I don't need commons. I don't need rares. I get nothing but legendaries and heroics. I don't get to keep the cards. This is one of the new cards. I plan to do a discussion of the new cards in a bit once I have more people in here. Right now there is, let's see here. No one! So right now it's just me. But this is one of the new cards. I really don't like this guy. I just really don't. He doesn't come with mobility on himself, so he has a Cinder Smoke Wyvern effect, except it also happens when he enters play. So, enters play, plus moves into a lane, deals damage to the creature there. If there is no creature there, deals damage to the player. Okay. Cinder Smoke Wyvern has an equivalent attack. Let's see here. Doop, 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 doop. Cinder Smoke. 3, 6, 10 as opposed to 3, 7, 11. And he comes with scaling mobility to a ridiculous degree, and you get to control what lane he goes into. I really don't. Yes, it's a spell, so it triggers anything that based upon spells, but Nether Shriek is so much better than. I just don't like this card. I think it's a pretty terrible card, in all honesty. At least in the current balancing. I will not be taking it in this high rarity draft that I'm doing for fun. Flameblade Champion, garbage. Drix, I might be playable in a high rarity draft. I can pick up some Goxes, but it's a risky take. Windspark Elemental, not really. It's going to be between Immortal Echoes and Shardplate, and between those two, there's no contest. Shardplate Behemoth, one of the best standalone legendaries in the game. There's not much else to say. I'm taking the Shardplate Behemoth. Alright. Bramblewood Tracker's nice, but I'm going to go with the Werewood Patriarch. Buffs all sorts of manner of things that are underleveled. Hey, Moonfever. Welcome, Omen Raven, de jure 1980, Jelly Paladin, level 9 light spell, the Ace Acosta, and Moonfever, who apparently didn't show up in my list here. Weird. This is a high rarity draft, either that or I'm the luckiest person alive. It's either Bramblewood Tracker or Werewood, and I'm going to go with Werewood. Wow. I guess Frostwild. Nah, the Urantu Warlord. If I can just stack Urantu Warlords, that'll be awesome. Yeah, I don't really like Restless Wanderer, so I'll take Mimic Leaf. Vanilla 6, 6, 10, 10, 16, 16. I think I'm going to take Lash here. Board-wide removal on your opponent is pretty nice. None of the other legendaries particularly excite me. That one's not even terribly exciting. Take the Ash Maiden. Snowdrift. Whenever an opponent gains health, there are plenty of... I'll take Leyline. I'll take the Dragon Slayer, because there will be plenty of dragons in high rarity draft. I will take a dragon. Still don't like the stupid Phoenix Call. I want the Ruby Dragon, actually. I really like that guy. But like I said, I'm ahead of myself. I don't want to... I will discuss the new cards, but I want to get this under my belt first. Hmm. This is a tough one. Thundersoar is always nice. And Ancestral Echoes is nice. I gotta go with the Ancestral Echoes. The amount of buff that it gives is just absurd. Soothsayer? Uh, 3-1 or something that's actually playable. One of the worst Forgeborn, in my opinion. I guess I could try it. I've not actually played with this guy before, so I might be giving him a bad rep. I think the Frostmane Dragon's the better pick, though. I've got some really high attack creatures. Trial by Combat seems decent enough for removal. Garbage. 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 Okay, so I did not get the legendary I was hoping to. Yeah, I'm not actually sure what to do with this one. I don't really have enough Tempest cards to think I'll ever be able to get value out of the Rage of Cadres. Taliesin is just terrible. Nova. It's probably going to be what I take. Take Krogius, but I don't want to make those plays early. Rageborn Hellion, maybe. I've got an Ash Maiden, so Ash Maiden plus Rageborn can be fun. And some mobility. Yeah, I think I'll go with the Rageborn. I have a grand total of 1 Tempest spell, so the Flame Sculptor doesn't seem like a wise pick. I think I'll take the 6-drop because nothing else here really works out well. Whew, gosh. Fervent Assault. Lasher. And Thunderstomp. So, how's everybody doing tonight? I was really surprised to come home and find out that there was nobody streaming, given that there was a new release earlier today. Just seems weird. I think I'm going to play the Lasher. I also didn't get any Windweavers. I don't know if it's actually in this high rarity format, but I am sad to have not gotten any Windweavers. This turn is Tracker plus Patriarch. I know I'm passing up a Frostmane. I'm going to be okay with that. Unless he plays something that I can get real value out of Thunderstomp. If I can get real value out of Thunderstomp, because I do have a dinosaur on the board right now, I would go Thunderstomp, Frostmane. Anything else, I go Bramblewood, Werewood. Leyline Tyrant. Could kill that with Thunderstomp. Unfortunately, it would take the full Thunderstomp, which makes it significantly less impressive. And he played a Heartseeker. That's one of those cards that can't really say I understand. It also means Thunderstomp gets a lot worse. If I Thunderstomp this guy, then the Heartseeker kills the Lasher just straight out. So, don't see that it makes a lot of sense. We're going to go ahead and throw the Bramblewood over there, and the Patriarch over here. Battle. Do my single point of damage to the Heartseeker, and end turn. Now, if he plays something that lets him gain life, I will be looking like a miracle worker. Well, let's see what he has as his Soulbind card. Dark Heart Conjurer. So, no. He will not be... Well, there are a few cards in Necrium that could let him gain life, but probably not. Ooh, that was mean. Well played, sir. Well played. Throw ley line. Throw ley line. Battle. End turn. This is probably Behemoth plus Echoes. Having an Echoes active on 2.1 seems like a pretty decent plan. Good evening, Sarah Nug, and oh, glad to hear you're doing well. We'll see how things go. I didn't really have a good Necrium card in my first pack. I think I will just ignore that. I take a lot of damage to ignore it, but I think that's the right call here. Dropping Shard Plate and Immortal Echoes. Eight, 16. I take 24 damage from that Ebon Skull. But I get rewarded with this. I have an Immortal Echoes active and draw a Bramblewood Tracker rank 2, which will enable me to play a free rank 1, which will be Snowdrift Alpha, and then a Frostmane Dragon, and do terrible, terrible, terrible things. See here, welcome to One Man Army, Eris 130, Keep Dodging Sephiroth, Draft Silver, Gorgonzola 815, Heroes Kage, Indie Incorporated, Quarlord, Raider 10, Serenug, SBE Nick! Woohoo! And Tipman Sack. How's it going, SBE Nick? Yeah, that dies. I will drop that in front of the Cryo Phoenix. I will drop that in the open lane next to the Cryo Phoenix. I will drop that in front of the Frost Maiden. And I will battle and buff everything. Doop, 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 doop. That was a devastating turn. And for the record, I still don't like Cryo Phoenix. Those of you that were here when I was drafting heard my analysis of it because it came up twice in my draft. It feels weaker than Cindersmoke Wyvern and weaker than Skill Shriek. It does trigger your Tempest spell procs, but it's just not impactful enough, in my opinion. I could be wrong. This guy may show me exactly why I'm wrong, but I just don't see it. And yes, he did 6 damage to me and took out a card at the usage of 2 cards, but I'm going to follow it up and kill it. I actually think I'm going to cancel this egg. It's early enough in the player level, I'm not going to get it to go off anyways. Move Frostmane over to kill the Frost Maiden. Drop the Dragon Slayer to kill Cryo Phoenix. Or the Hellion. Nah, I gotta do the Dragon Slayer. And of course, Ancestral Echoes. And everything grows! I really do like the reset the board state. Everything gets meta sculpted. I think it does. The power of that card, or the way that card is worked, really speaks to how underpowered the original Metasculpt and Nanoswarm were. They were used, but they were used mostly because there wasn't really another viable option. I like the new Ruby Dragon. I think that has a lot of potential. I think it's a pretty cool card, just in and of itself. But I do not have push damage through. I guess I could have done it that way and killed that before it became a problem. Probably should have done that. Yeah, well. Drop the Rarity Warlord. Wherever that goes, it's going to die. Unless it goes in front of the dragon, but can handle that. And I guess Big Bad Bartok just for a large creature on the board that's going to grow with the Immortal Echoes. And everything grows! I don't know about that level 9 light spell. I do question the card design of Ice Grasp, but Wipe Clean just feels like a traditional Wrath of God type spell. If you think Wrath of God is a bad, or any sort of come from behind board wipe is a bad card design, then okay. I still question Ice Grasp's balance. It made the constructed meta way too fast. That's why I haven't played constructed in 3 weeks. It was fun for a little bit, and then I went, okay, I'm done with this now. Because the constructed meta just got ridiculously out of control. And I think this game is probably won. Moves in front of the Bramblewood. Sorrow Maiden, okay. Your battle. I'll drop a Lotus. Just fill lanes at this point. Secure my lead. And drop a ley line that can't be killed by the Sorrow Maiden. Yeah, I had a Krogias offered to me as well. I passed on it because I feel like Krogias is way too much of an investment unless you have leveling cards. See if anybody else has joined the stream. Welcome, YS Chaos. And I think that's it. Ator in an open lane, so 5. As long as I fill the lanes, which I can't actually do. Well, I can. Yeah, I can. I drop Snowdrift. I battle. And I gladly accept this 9 and fill the lane. Now he can't drop anything that will give him a aggressive off of Ator. Unless he kills something else first, which he has Epidemic 3 in his deck. He could do. Epidemic 3 would buy him some time. Wow, from China. Welcome. Ni hao. Okay, that blocks that and a big Ator. What I wouldn't give for some buff right here. Almost any buff would win it for me. Okay, let's see. It's actually a pretty terrible hand. I'm going to throw you over there. Throw you over there as a chump block. Battle. And throw you there. Might as well level it. Okay, with a trial by combat, I should be able to... Trial by combat and fervent assault, I should be able to get lethal through here. One way or another. Maybe. Maybe not. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, I can only get 7 damage through? What the crap? Oh well. My best case scenario would be the +3 from Trial by Combat and Fervent Assaulting the Rarity Warlord to move over. Max damage then is 3, 3, 4. 7, rather. We'll go Big Bad over here, clear out the 18 attack, and go Shard Plate over here. Clear out the Ator. Not really a fan of that, but that's what the game gave me. My opponent's at 7 health, and I'm at 54. I should, knock on wood, be able to close this out somehow, some way. Phoenix Call. Grand. You go there. You go there. Battle. In turn. Can I get some rank 3s already? Of course, I get a rank 3 that doesn't help me close the game. 1, 2, 3. That's not enough. It would be enough if I don't have an F. Darn it. Are you freaking kidding me? Fervent Assault. He gets to kill my Frostmane. This is just patently absurd. $12, $24. I'm dead. Good game. I can't kill the Cryo Phoenix. I drew garbage there at the end. And that's what happens. Let's see here. Solforgegame.com. Have they updated the calendar? I see a question about when the next legendary draft is. And no. Their calendar is just Weekend Warrior Special Queue. Which is kind of disappointing. I feel like this release, this mini expansion, in the weeks leading up to it have kind of been underwhelming on Stoneblade's part. Sorry, Nick. It's just, it feels like out of nowhere it was, oh, by the way, we have cards that we need to release, and then go and release it. There's been very little communication. Really? I love Killer Bees and all, but really? Okay. Okay. I would not have played that Tendrils if I were him. It doesn't do him anything. The Snowdrift is going to was going to die to the Killer Bee anyways. Functionally, all that did was, if I had had ley lines to trigger, I would have triggered the ley line for multi-plays. So that was a risk with no possible upside. What buff did he just use? Shard plate graph. So I need to kill that. 5, 6, 7, 8. Lightning. I guess we'll go there. Drop Dragon Warrior there. And Lash. Everything grows, and I end turn. And the Werewood dies at the start of my turn. That'll kill off my dragon. That'll be disappointing for me. Dies at the start of my turn. Let's go ahead and Soothsayer and grab my Behemoth or Tracker. I think I've got to go with Behemoth because of that draft. I don't want to leave Zombie Dread Knight options open for him. And this hand's not terribly great. I should have gone... If I'd known I was going to draw the Bramblewood, I would have taken the Bramblewood. Or at least this early. Ariadne is a fun card. It's not terribly effective because the spiders being hard gated and clogging up your deck can really weigh you down. But it's a great thematic card that's a lot of fun to play. Duskmaw. 5, 6, 7. I should do that. Let's go Lasher and Tracker and reset the board a bit. I still have Soothsayer and Umbra Lasher. Do I Soothsayer here? Get it to rank 3 so I can do the double Soothsayer in player level 3? Ooh, that was a nice play. Too bad the Brood Queen's not going to do a whole lot for you. I'll open lane Snowdrift and drop Soothsayer in the open lane. We got nothing to pull back. Because I've already played the Snowdrift. It's better than any of the cards in my discard. Trial by Combat. I very well could sit here, play Shardplate Behemoth and Trial by Combat and just murder something. That doesn't seem like a bad idea, in all honesty. Yay! And I get a Leyline Tyrant trigger. And let's go ahead and battle. And drop the Shard Plate and the Patriarch, since I've got a Shard Plate and damage creatures on the board. It's not a great card, but what can you do? Edict. Snuggletooth, the answer there is Edict. But yeah, I feel like SBE has kind of gone quiet lately. After the last big round of communication from Justin Gary, I suspect it's because everybody is very intently focused on the rebalance and the new client, which is fine. That's a very good thing to be focused on. Ancestral Echoes and Big Bad. Battle. Heal. It's just, this set feels very much like a, hey, we've got this on the calendar and we really need to fix the ice grass problem in the meta. And we're supposed to release cards anyways, let's go ahead and do it. That could have been better. Let's go ahead and heal you. Drop Snowdrift. Battle. Should have battled first and then dropped Snowdrift, but drop the Lasher to go ahead and get that Grimgaunt killed off. This turn is Shard Plate Behemoth and Ancestral Echoes, and that should give me a strong enough board state to win. Then again, I said that last game, and my card draws dried up with nothing but rank 1s versus rank 3s, and I died. Oh, come on. Really? You have one Duskmaw in your deck, and you drew the 2 cards to go together. Well, I know you've only got the 1 Tendrils, so can't draw another one. And I've got a 29/29 with a Trial by Combat in hand. That's fun. Wow, your sneaky invocations have really not paid off. Let's see here. 29/12 is 30, 41, 42, 43, 44. We'll go ahead and Trial by Combat. Taking out the Grimgaunt Warrior. Drop the Tracker. Should have battled first and then done that. I forgot somehow that it was mutual damage. My opponent might not have conceded after I gave my own attacking creature minus 15 attack. But I am really looking forward to seeing some information on the new client. I'm excited, and we should start seeing some information about the rebalance start trickling out now that they've gotten through 6.2. Once I complete this draft, I will give my thoughts on the 6.2 cards. There are 3 cards that I like quite a bit, and the other 5 I'm kind of meh to, I think this card is a bad card about. Necrolord. I would take Aeronaut Snuggletooth. Leaderboards are only in the top 10 now, so making the leaderboard means that you have to play a whole lot. Or just have a really good percentage, which means, at least with my current state, I won't be making leaderboards again anytime soon. I just don't have that much time to play. There was a point in time where I played all day, every day at my desk at work. My work is increased, my workload is increased, and I can't do that anymore. If anybody from my work is watching, I am obviously exaggerating a great deal. I did not sit at my desk and do nothing but play Solforge. End disclaimer. But now I don't even touch my phone for games at work at this point. Oh, shows how much attention I've been paying to the tournament leaders on their website. I was still thinking of the time, back to the times when it was like top 50. We will go Frostmane, and he's playing Utera. I will level the Leyline Tyrant, discourage him from playing Oroses and Wagus and the Ruby Dragon. I guess it really doesn't discourage Wagu, but the Ruby Dragon. What else does it discourage? Quite a few things. Now that I've shown him that I have drafted Leyline Tyrants. At least one. Ruby Scale Dragon. So if I had another Leyline Tyrant, it would just trigger right this second. I unfortunately do not have another Leyline Tyrant in this hand. Sorrow Maiden. Okay. I'm going to drop my egg. I don't know. Here. Don't really like the idea of leaving the Ruby Scale Dragon out there unattended, but I need to drop the Rarity Warlord in front of the Sorrow Maiden. I'd prefer not to throw the Frostman and Dragon away for no gain. Oh, good. Dragon Slayer. That'll take care of that Ruby Scale Dragon. Quite effectively, in fact. And assuming he kills something on my side of the board, I will get a free Leyline Tyrant out of the deal. Hey, look, he killed something on my side of the board. I get a free Leyline Tyrant. Frostmane will grow, will hatch pretty soon. Let's drop the Ash Maiden, Battle, and replace the Werewood and kill the dragon. Kill the dragon. Kill the dragon. And I have a pretty full board and can add Ancestral Echoes. Very nice. So what's everybody's favorite new card? You've got 8 to choose from, so I know there's a ton of decision making involved. Bramblewood Tracker. Do you have the Werewood to go with it? No. Scythe. Nice. We'll drop Emberwind in front of that to make sure it dies, and Ancestral Echoes. Yeah. Heroes Kage, to be honest, that's my favorite of the new cards as well. I like that the level 1 has a meaningful effect. It's not much of an effect, but because it's got Defender, it sticks around, and it's a small enough effect. It's not high priority to kill, much like Smolder Scale Dragon. But unlike Smolder Scale Dragon, it doesn't have 2 levels of, or it doesn't have a rank 2 that's terrible. Snuggletooth, I am going to have to respectfully disagree with you on the Phoenix. I think Phoenix is a terrible card. I will be proven wrong, I'm sure. But it just feels terrible to me. Aetherphage, I have no spells. Good job. Well, let's go ahead and grow the Frostmane with the Emberwind. Let's drop the Warlord. And the Steel Plate. Maybe I should have dropped the Leyline there. Yeah. I don't even even like it as flavor because it's not a phoenix. There is no coming back from the dead of it. No resurrection. It's not a phoenix. The great thing about Everflame Phoenix was that you have that story in the rank 1, it dies, it becomes a little ashes that then re-emerge into a gigantic flaming beast of fury. But maybe I'm being a stickler for what a phoenix is. So the fact that it's unflowing from a gameplay perspective and the fact that it's not a phoenix kind of make me not like the card at all. Sorry. Wow, I don't even know what to do here. I don't have any space to play cards on this board. That's not enough to kill it. I activate the steel plate. I get one lane open over here. And I guess I just overwrite the Rarity Warlord, growing the steel plate to be as big as the Rarity Warlord. With, yes, this is high rarity draft, Coaster Girl. I like Remembrance a lot because it enables a lot of 2-card combos. And that's something that combo decks desperately need. There are a lot of fun 2-card combos that you don't see frequent use because it's just too difficult to reliably draw 2 cards together. Remembrance lets you go grab one of those 2 cards from your discard, your graveyard, discard. This is not magic. Discard. And, ooh, nice. Well, I guess I can activate this steel plate. I Thunderstomp the Grimgaunt. And I Ancestral Echoes. That feels like a pretty dominant board position. That is an example, Snuggletooth. Not necessarily the one I'm thinking about, but because you could already do that to an extent with Hermit. They changed this, didn't they? Yeah, from your hand. Okay. All right, let's see if I can go 3-1 and get my 2-ticket entry fee back. Doop-de-doop-de-doop. Go second, go second. Yes, I'm going second. I get to play Snowdrift Alpha and Shardplate Behemoth in open lanes. If he doesn't use a spell to kill my Snowdrift, the Hunting Pack will take out the Flame Sculptor, and that will be tremendous value in my favor. Something I'm always a fan of. That might stop it. Depends upon what it hits. That definitely will stop it. And of course it hits the one creature that would actually matter. Oh well. We're going to play a Leyline Tyrant because he's playing Utera and the Rageborn. Not liking my board state right now. But Ignare is really too big for me to reliably handle. Gemhide Ravager. So he has a 33, okay, a almost guarantee. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Hey, it worked. And drop Werewood. Battle. Alright. Ignir dies on my next turn. Ah, come on. I'm the only one that gets to play Stygian Lotus. Too bad late line ambushes are only on my opponent's turn. On their turn. Oh. Dinosaur. Love to play Ancestral Echoes. My board state doesn't support it at all. I'm going to drop the Dragon Slayer here. And Metamorphosis. The Gemhide. The Tyrant. Echoes. Make leaf. I think I've got to Tyrant it. Ooh, that's a tough call. Not really. Hopefully I can stabilize the board here. Dream Tree! Ah, well that was a free play. Might backfire a little bit because it means my Werewood Patriarch's going to live. So it will get buffed by my other Were. So he has 2 plays and a spell that he can play. There's 1 play. There was the spell, and... Or no, that was an Ancestral Echo, so... Yuck. Can't say that I particularly like that. I think I have to do it this way. Drop the Snowdrift here, and the Werewood there. If he can buff the Lasher at all, he'll get enough damage through to kill off the Alpha, which is regrettable, but I don't see a way to prevent it. Okay, I got a little lucky there. Alright, now I can use my Snowdrift to clean up some. That will kill, that will kill, that will damage. That's all I need it to do. We battle. I drop the Warlord. And the Tyrant. Try to stabilize the board, make a comeback. Not with that kind of hand, I'm not. Heck, I might go grab Big Bad with that. Nah, I should get the tracker leveled. Of course he does. Now we drop Lotus. We battle. Should have battled first. I could have possibly gotten an extra Lotus. I think I'll Lash here. That might be a mistake. But I'm hurting. Somehow or another, I'm missing all my legendaries. All my good legendaries, anyways. That was a Thunder Stomp, wasn't it? Yep. Oh, wow. My poor opponent. That was terrible. Played a Thunder Stomp. Oh, I guess that was a rank 2 Thunder Stomp. Never mind. Was not nearly as terrible as I was giving him credit for. Let's see here. He hasn't played any dragons, so leveling the Dragon Slayer, while nice, doesn't seem necessary. I will put that there, and that there. Just try and tread water. I know I'm taking 10 at least. There's not much I can do about it. Hopefully he has a bad 3.1. Because I really need him to have a bad 3.1. If he drops Ancestral Echoes 3, I think I'm dead. Okay. Not terrible, but not great. I think anything would have been better than the Scorchmane Dragon there. At that point in the game, that's too little too late. There's no way he's going to get value out of that Scorchmane. Flame Sculptor. I predict he hits the Emberwind Evoker. With a Thunder... Oh, man. Good googly moogly. Okay. I am what you might call dead. I can try and stall, but he's shown me plenty of removal this game. Frostwild, spread the board. Metamorphosis. Okay. I can take that. I Dragon Slayer. Kill that. And I Snowdrift. I think the Snowdrift is large enough that he can't take it out. I obviously had to block because I'm at 6 health. Oh, beautiful. Rank 1 card. Metamorphosis. Trial by combat for the victory. Good game, sir. If you had played anything but Scorchmane 1 on 3.1, I think I lose that game. But you played Scorchmane 1 on 3.1. Thank you for my entry feedback. You should have blocked with the much larger rank 3 creature. Alright, let's talk about the new cards. And welcome to, wow, Boss Raider 130, Chubik, Coaster Girl, Frogonaut, Katie Kitten, King Irep 1 or 11, Strax, the Russian Mobster. I haven't seen the